Good evening, student. As you know that I tried to take your class on Zoom app, but it is not possible because of network, and you all are not having the same network connectivity. That's why it happened. So that's why I'm making this video. And regarding this chapter, and chapter is Casabianca, chapter first, and it is poem. Okay, so let's start our poem. Casabianca, the poem, it is a real story and it occurred in 1798. When it occurred 1798 during sea battle between Britain and France. Okay, it is a real story. So in this story, actually what happened, that one boy was asking a permission, he was asking permission to his father, and he was continuously asking that father that can I go, may I go, he was asking. And that time what happened, let's start the poem and then I'll tell you. The boy stood on the burning deck whence all but he had fled. The flame that lit the battle's wreck shone round him over the dead. Actually what happened, that ship just caught fire. Okay, and when that ship caught fire, everyone they just tried to run away everywhere, and they were running actually, but this boy was just standing in one place, and he was just shouting and asking to his father, father, may I go, that my work is over now, or like this kind of the thing he was just asking to his father. Meanwhile, what happened? Father was faint in one place, that the sheep one place he was faint, and that's why he couldn't reply anything. But he was just continuously asking this thing. So here the boy stood on the burning deck. He was just standing in one burning deck, and he was asking about to his father the permission to go, but no one is there, and everyone everywhere is a fire, and everyone is was roaming that time. Yet beautiful and bright he stood, as born to rule the storm, a creature of heroic blood, a proud though childlike form. The flames rolled on, he would not go without his father's word. That father faint in death below, his voice no longer heard. That boy was asking continuously, and actually that in the place of anyone would be in the place of that boy, definitely that person would be going, but he was just waiting for his father, and he was just saying that because when the fire just around surrounding there and everywhere actually, so that time that boy was saying to himself that I could not go anywhere without just asking my father, and after having my father's word, then I could go anywhere. So he was just waiting over there, and that father, where the question just comes in a mind that where that father was. So that father faint in death below, so that father was just faint in one place, and that's why he was not able to say anything. He called aloud, say, Father, say, if yet my task is done. He knew not that the chieftain lay unconscious of his son. Speak, Father, once again he cried, if I may yet be gone. And but the booming shots replied, and fast the flames rolled on. He was asking again and again, 2-3 times. He was crying. He just cried 2-3 times, speak, Father, can I go, may I go, or I must go or not, like this he was just asking. And during that fire was just blooming, and that the fire was just getting caught everywhere very fast. Upon his brow he felt their breath. He felt something upon his brow, like some kind of the air, you can say, the breath, and in his waving hair, and looked from that lone post of death in still yet brave despair. He was just feeling something over his head, over his brow, and everywhere. That is actually fire. That is fire. Now fire is was going to catch him also. So he was, but But after feeling that fire also, he was not going anywhere. He was just standing one place and asking to his father only. He just wanted to his father's word, and shouted but once more aloud, "My father, must I stay?" Again he was just shouting and asking, "My father, please tell me, I must stay over here, I can go." Like that he was asking. While over him fast through cell and shroud, the writhing fires made way. They wrapped the ship in splendor wild. They caught the flag on high and streamed above the gallant child like banners in the sky. Now nothing can happen, and he was asking continuously, and the fire was doing its work, and the fire is just getting just caught everywhere, and everywhere just fire and fire. Now fire just starting to catch the boy also, and now fire. There came a burst of thunder sound. The boy, oh, where was he? After, because the fire was just thundering, the just bursting, so that's why there was everywhere is fire, and the bursting or that sounds, and this kind of booming that shots and all that, the things happening over there. But again, after listening all that thing, after facing all that, the struggle and all that things, he was not going anywhere. Suddenly what happened, that there came a burst of thunder sound. One sound, bursting sound just came, but the boy, where was he? Now boy was not there. It means that the fire had done its work. Ask of the winds that far around, with fragments stewed the sea, with mast and helm and pennon fair, that well had borne their part, but the noblest thing which perished there was that young faithful heart. Now boy was not there. The fire had done its work. Now that the poet is just asking that where was he, where was the boy, just asked to wind, just asked to over all that the things, but no one just giving answer, because that time the boy was not there. He died, his soul just released it. So this thing happened, and because of that his father was not able to give the any kind of the word to him, because he was faint. And that boy just guts, you can say, the courage, you can say, that he was just asking his father permission. That kind of the boy, the Casabianca. And this is the real story, and this is about the poem. This is poem for you. Now what you have to do, you have to just learn the difficult words from of chapter first and second both. Now you have to learn the chapter first and second difficult words. Okay, firstly you have to write, and after that you have to learn. Okay, this is